Since we're not working in my garage anymore to work on the Mini Cooper, I want to make sure I'm prepared. But today's video, we're working on the R53 Mini Cooper. What we got here? I'm coming in swinging with this camera, dude.
Uh-oh.
Sheesh. And she's a little polished up since last time we saw her.
Mm-hmm.
Car's exactly the same as you saw as the last video, other than a little bit more wrap, and it also got washed off. Cameron already took off the wheels and put on some jack stands because today is suspension day. Man, what are you doing? Are you working on it? He says rear coilover is coming out right now. I'm not waiting on you any longer.
Dude,
Here's what's going to be tricky about the air suspension on this R53, specifically this one. So we did the interior and not really planning on doing air suspension at the time. You can tell this is a wood floor. And it's like made around the roll cage. I can't remove this. And we can't pull off the door panels unless we were to remove it. If we remove it, it's damaged, it's ruined. The battery's down there, so we have to get access for the Airlift management system to get power off the battery. The management system is sit over there. We also need some holes that go underneath the car to run the Airlines from the management system to each suspension component. Basically, I'm saying we're kind of screwed. We're gonna build a temporary setup because there will be another version of this interior. The wood floor will eventually come out. This is gonna come out and get redone. So we're gonna kind of like make it look nice, but at the same time not as nice as what the future holds, you know? Does that make sense? That makes sense.
it'll look better eventually.
It's still gonna look good though. The management system, I'm thinking we might mount it right here, facing the front, and run the Airlines straight down. So I need to figure out where to run those outside the car. And then the tank will technically cover that up, so you won't see it from opening up your trunk. You only see it if you're looking between the seats. That's my thought.
That sounds good to me.
Do you think there's access to get a wire? No. Bro, what?
It's probably flush.
Yeah.
Inside.
I have no idea how we're gonna get a wire through there. Alright, onwards, we'll figure it out. Whoa! Whoa! Alright, I'm laying out all the bits for the air suspension. I've only done this like 8 times, so kind of know what to expect. We did go with the dual compressor setup. And here is the suspension. And our eyes on the first time, dude. The presentation's kind of cool.
Damn.
Bunch of dope stickers. Open it, open it, open it. Oh, dude.
This looks really good.
That looks really nice, actually. There you go. That one's so cute in comparison.
Oh, I thought it was almost ready.
You're like, dang, this bolt's a little longer than I remember.
Alright, good luck getting the air suspension in there.
Yeah, bro. Good job, dude. Now 3 more to go. A little bit of a rubby boy. A little rubby boy action. Third bar is removed.
Oh,
There she blows.
oh, baby. A triple.
Here's the tricky part. Oh, there you go.
I should probably hold on to this.
Axle Max.
Oh my.
You want the jack? Sketchy.
Gimme.
With the old suspension and with the new.
No way I guessed this right this time. That'd be good.
That's money. Alright, so silent compressors on each side, tank there. We're hiding the management system for now. One day it will be in the front with some metal lines. As we've mentioned a few times now, but that's it. It's gonna look just like that. And now it's time to actually start working on the wiring and running lines.
Oh boy, they get to see me f***ing struggle. Dude, it's f***ing stuck. I need to clean it out with... I'm gonna f*** these things up, Bailey.
Pause.
I got it.
If you're gonna
It just came right out.
If you're gonna break it looking good.
Don't show that on f***ing YouTube. Edit that part out. No.
Snake!
Oh!
I'm working on the air suspension. We've actually had to do a lot and I burned myself. So this wood floor is, well, it's not gonna go out until we do another version of the flooring in the interior. I have the wire going through here. You have no idea what I went through to get ran from the wood floor to this, because that panel goes all the way to the floor. Sorry. And then I had to use a torch and a pick and constantly heat it up until it was orange to then cut a hole through here. And then I had to take a drill bit and cut a hole through that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and run the relays, and I'm gonna use the self-taper screw here and here directly to the chassis. That's not quite how I normally do it. I usually put it on like a stud, like a factory stud, like this one, or I think there's one up in there. And there's also one right there. The reason why I'm not doing that is because we have to redo the whole harness. And Cameron just decided that it's okay to put it behind the seat because you'll never know or see it. Especially when the carpet is up against it and the seat is back. So honestly, that is probably the perfect decision. I think that's a great spot. I was able to cut off a lot of the harness that goes straight to the battery. These harnesses are designed for cars with a battery in the engine bay to run it all the way through the car to the back area of the trunk. So we have a lot of extra wire. The next step for me is to run the wire to the management system, compressors, and then I gotta find the cigarette port on this car. And then I also need to find a location for the actual controller. So that's what I'm working on. And Cameron's over here installing the bags. I think he's got one bag installed.
I believe so. It probably needs to be tightened.
Yeah, one bag is installed. One thing you have to check for when you're installing bags is any studs. Like BRZs and a few other manufacturers have random studs like up in the tower, which is usually no problem for coilovers, but when you're talking about bag, it's super wide, and then when you actually air it out, it gets a little bit wider, and it can rub a hole through the bag. In our case, I think we're okay. There's like a weird something right there, but I'm not worried about that. I highly doubt it'll touch, but we'll check it once we air out for the first time on some boards. You feeling good about it?
Absolutely.
Cool. Just like that, relays are installed, and all those are going to go that direction. So in the future, all this will be stapled. You'll literally have no clue that they're there. As you can tell, it is a little cold outside, a little bit of snow on the ground, but it's not going to stop us from having a good time today. We've arrived.
Well, I've done some body work since then.
Yeah, I can see that you have done a lot of body work.
You got.
I know a lot of this old too. Oh, dude, you deleted it.
I still gotta finish.
Yeah,
I got a lot of
still
body
got a lot of
stuff.
texture in it.
You want to see what we did under the hood?
What's under the hood? What's under the hood? We gotta show them what's under the hood.
Definitely not performance.
What? What do you mean?
Where's my power steering reservoir?
Yeah, this mofo. This mofo's like, oh, power steering broke. I delete power steering now. Yeah. I mean, it's a small, light car, so you don't necessarily need it. And going down, like, curvy roads and stuff, you're not really notice it. It's just like parking lots. I still don't understand why that's not in there, though. Why?
I went back to OEM upper engine mount.
Yeah, he had that sick engine mount on this car that he's put like 1,000 miles on, but because it was like 4 years ago, it got so crusty and failed. And the engine mount failed, not even being used, just sitting for a couple years.
Oh yeah, let's show it.
More than a couple, but yeah, where is it?
It's right.
Let's talk dog trash on this company, dog.
Public
Look
service
at that.
announcement.
Yeah. look how bad that is, dude. This engine, look how rusty the bottom is as well, which is absolutely bananas. What brand is this? Yeah,
Fiber Techniques. That's a $300 plus engine mount. So they definitely don't. I mean, if they aren't even using stainless or whatever, like.
Yeah, it's dog trash. It looks so good though, and I think that's a huge selling point. Is when you're actually looking under the engine bay.
It looks.
You
so
see,
good.
it was so much more noticeable than this.
Really
but it looked really good.
Yeah, it did look really good.
Cool. And then we got new spark plugs. Do you have new ignition coils, or are they the same?
Same.
Same
OEM's
ignition.
best for those as well.
Okay. There's just refresh, got oil change, and it's pretty much again, this car has sat for many years in this spot, in this exact spot. The last video we got of this car running, it was already sitting for like a year, and it was to take it across the street in this neighborhood to film it with the M4 when we first wide-bodied it. Where I'm going with this is actually quite embarrassing, and it's not Cameron's fault, it's not our fault. The person that installed this wood floor, it's genuine wood, he did a really good job, but he didn't calculate or measure how big the battery is. So you take this off, and now you have access to the battery. So you think. It might be hard to tell with a wide angle lens, but that battery is bigger than this hole.
Ever so slightly.
So we're gonna go ahead and cut and trim the wood floor just a little bit. And then hopefully this will still kind of fit.
Oh,
it might be moving around, but you could totally just stick some double-sided tape on this.
I'll get some.
Yes! Oh. Another thing we have an issue with is actually the rear air springs. They didn't come with top hats. And Cameron doesn't have the factory top hats because he had coilovers. And the coilover ones don't fit that. So he ordered some new factory top hats. We tried mounting them on the air suspension, which by the way does not technically fit. So that's max. If we put this on there, it instantly covers the threads. That's required because that would slide around. What that does is it prevents it from sliding around. And then that goes on top. I think we should just cut this down in half.
It smells like marshmallows.
Can't be good to breathe.
There we go. Actually looks like a really clean cut.
That's why I wanted to do that. Clean it up for something affecting anything.
It's a lot better, but I mean still if you add every component it is, yeah, that might actually work, but
Only a couple threads. We might need to cut a little bit more. Alright guys, so what we did was we cut off a whole section of this foam because it physically, which is melted on there, it physically was impossible to press this down enough to be able to get the nut on it. And you can see how much thread is left even with us cutting off that much. It's not like a crazy amount, but it had to be done. I mean, we had no choice. So we'll have to cut the other one and then we'll install these bad boys. It's kind of mind-boggling to me by how weirdly shaped this is. It makes me nervous. Do we give them blue balls and hold off a little bit longer for the big surprise?
we can tease it or show it. All right.
So when we first built the wide-body Mini Cooper, right? He had some really nice, cheap wheels. They were Whistlers. They had a little bit of lip. They looked really good. They fit the car decent. But they were never for the wide body. That was never the plan. That was for the version before it. And at the time, he wasn't ready to buy wheels or anything. And so we're like, okay, how do we get these wheels to fit? They were super aggressive stock body, but not nearly aggressive enough for the wide body. And they don't make spacers for a Mini Cooper. So what we actually ended up copying in a line was Dodge Dart spacers. And what's crazy, Dodge Neon?
Dodge Neon 2-inch spacers.
Those fools are absolutely stupid or something. The things you can buy for those cars is bananas, and we're lucky that this is actually going to work for the Mini Cooper at the time. Alright, here it is. 2-inch spacers! 4 lug. They weren't the exact size for the hub, but that's what Cameron was rocking for the longest time. And since we are redoing this entire car, it's time. It's time to say no more spacers ever again.
Thank you, Ruben. I know you didn't want to sell these.
We got some fat boys, some stretchy boys. Look at that. Look at that rim poke, dude. Oh, dude, it looks so good. It looks
Super
so
clean
good.
SSRs.
Yeah, Cameron drove like, what, 16 hours for these things?
Yeah.
One way?
Arizona.
16 hours. He drove 16 hours. He said it was kind of spontaneous. He just like woke up and one day he's like, hey, I'm buying these things. And like 2 days later, he was on the road. One way, 16 hours in his little Tacoma. Bro, what? I do not remember having the interior of this taken apart. I'm stressing out over here, dog. What is this?
Oh, dude, there's stuff.
No way! I don't remember it being this bad, dude. Oh my god.
I've just been storing stuff.
I know, but the center console, that was me. I don't even know.
No, it was never bolted together. It was literally like, this stuff wasn't bolted together. I did this.
That's rough, dude.
Because you were telling me to run a wire, and I was like, you're not going to like the way I did it.
Alright, so we got the battery on the charger. It's funny enough, the new battery is actually dead, but I just finished the front metal airline. The reason you have barb is because when you're turning left and right, this does rub up against items, and you just don't want it to wear a hole and pop. So you have steel airlines for the first couple feet of the front suspension. I guess before I start doing the airlines, let's talk about another mod that we're throwing on here real quick because Cameron's been working on the suspension. So European cars use lug bolts. We want to use lug nuts, and that's the lug bolt. Most cars manufacturers, they have studs. So you can buy these online. They basically screw on as a bolt. You use some red Loctite and then you torque them down. It's not that much. I have to look it up real quick. But like 30 to 40 pounds of pressure, and then when you put your wheel on and you torque it down to 100 pounds, it pulls enough and it holds it on there. But this just makes it a lot easier to throw on your wheels. And it not only does it make it a lot easier to put your wheels on, but it also, in my opinion, looks better. I like the look of extended lug.
Yeah, these are
studs.
black. These will look a lot better, I think.
What are you doing, Bailey?
No, I'm about to put a hole in your tank. All by accident.
You know, it'd be quicker if you drilled a hole through the gas tank.
Hey, you know it'd be quicker? If you would have seats that would come out and a wood floor that would come out that weren't permanently installed. Man, I missed something because of him. He started the car, it's been years, so it was chugging a little bit, but it started right up. Air suspension is not done yet, but it's super close. I actually ran all the airlines, the struts. I have bolted this down with wood screws for now. This is the way it's going to be sitting. And then we actually have an air chuck. So he can actually do his air tools, or when you wash the car, you can use air to like get that water off the car. You can air up your tire if you have a flat tire.
We are absolutely cooked, Chad.
Number 2.
This ought to do it.
There's still a little bit of a lip, just a little bit on the wide body that we might have to take off, especially in the rear. Rear fitment, it goes pretty hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and guarantee that when we air out, we only put a few screws in, but it's going to absolutely flex it. So when we take this off next, we'll get an orbital sander and go ahead and sand off the lips because that fitment is going to be bananas.
Yeah, it's like jacking the front off the ground.
Ah, go up. Go up. Go up. Oh yeah, pretty good. Alright, you're good.
Oh. Dude.
Rear diffuser almost got trashed. As if it really matters, but...
That's f***ing terrifying, bro.
Sketchy. No way, it looks so freaking good! Oh, yeah, that fitment, that's like a really high ride height. Obviously, you know how we do it here. When we're on air, we ride low, so. Dude, look at that project car, dude.
Is it super low?
Oh my gosh. So you're good right there, really, if you want to stop. Alright, so here's how it's sitting right now. We have max camber in the front, which we cannot add more camber, unfortunately, because the clearance on this subframe to the actual hub is absolutely insanely close. You're also really close to the sway bar inlet, the brake line bracket, and also a more camber, the bag would be rubbing against the tower itself. We want to add more camber, but to do that, it would be a lot of fabrication. I mean, a lot. It would be a fully custom, like, front end, even with the actual subframe itself. So we're stuck with it. Woo! Brother. Oh, brother. God, dude. Lenny? Keep in mind the front end is going to have a massive wood front lip just like the M4 does. You have a little bit of a gap up front, but you'll be able to drive really low, and the rear fitment's bananas. It's bananas, dude. We're going to have to definitely sand out the wide body bit a little bit so it fits easier, because right now it is super stretched out. But dude, just look at it. Just look at it. The rear diffuser redesign's gonna be nuts. Oh my gosh, the wheels. Dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Brother. So sick. It's so ratchet right now though.
I love it.
We got a lot to do. But man, seeing the air suspension on and back out of the garage. This is the first time it's been in the garage since my wedding. My wedding day, it came out briefly, and then it went back in and it never came back out. And it looks so good sitting in the garage. There was no need to redo it necessarily. We should just tidy it up. But this is totally worth it. This is so cool.
It's pretty even, like front to back, as far as how low, like
yeah,
the side skirt is.
So side skirt's kind of high in comparison to the rear and the front end. But when we do the side skirts, we'll add a 1-inch spacer like we did on my side skirts. So it'll be looking like it's sitting on the ground practically on the sides. That does wrap up today's video. So the next video that you do see, it's going to be with the Mini Cooper again, of course. So remember, keep on living life, and I'll see you next time.